for many of us gathered here today. That man was Brother DeWitt Martin. Listen to what Paul says. I fought a good fight. That word fought suggests struggle. That word finish suggests discipline. The word kept suggests commitment. I fought a good fight. And when you look at the life of Brother DeWitt DeWayne Martin, you see a man who didn't just live it, he fought for the right to do it. A few quick points and I'm bid you farewell, family and friends. DeWitt Martin fought with principles. Brother Martin was the epitome of an Omega man, a proud member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And Omega stands on a powerful foundation that says simply, friendship is essential to the soul. And the cardinal principles, which have been mentioned many times today, manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. But Brother Martin didn't just wear those letters. No. He walked in those principles. Can I walk down the Omega sidewalk for just a few minutes? Friendship. He believed in relationships, not surface level connections, but meaningful investments. And can I tell you something? You can't fight a good fight by yourself. Ecclesiastes reminds us, family, two are better than one. Brother Martin fought his fight. But he didn't fight his fight alone. He fought his fight surrounded by people. He fought his fight helping others. Can I get a witness here? Manhood. He stood on integrity. He understood that manhood is not about status. It's about stewardship. And himself with dignity, responsibility, and character. Scholarship. His love for education and Lane College was not casual. It was conviction. He believed education could transform lives. And he didn't just believe it, he worked to make it accessible. Because a renewed mind changes a life. And Brother DeWitt Martin fought for minds to be renewed. Perseverance, he stayed committed. Through his service, through his leadership, through his family. And he loved talking about his mom. He was a caregiver for his mom at one time. He loved his mom. And any man that loves his mother, that speaks volumes, and was willing to take care of his mother, that speaks volumes. Anybody can start something. Can we say that? But it takes perseverance to finish anything in this life. Paul said it like this. He said, I have finished my course. Brother Martin didn't stop halfway. He stayed in the fight. He didn't stop when he didn't feel like it. He didn't stop when cancer evaded him. He kept on fighting. Can I get a witness here? He kept on fighting. Uplift. And this might be the clearest evidence of his fight. Because he didn't just climb. He carried others with him. Eric Brent. Students in Memphis. Lamorne Owen. Students in Memphis made it to Lane College because of DeWitt Martin. Lives shifted because of DeWitt Martin. Doors opened because of DeWitt Martin. I was changed because of DeWitt Martin. And can I tell you, that's a real fight. Fighting to make sure somebody else has a chance. Someone else has an opportunity. So when Paul says, I fought a good fight, we can say Brother Martin fought his fight. What do you mean he fought his fight? He fought his fight with principles that grounded him. He fought his fight with values that guided him. He fought his fight in a life that reflected both.